my fellow African diaspora and Africans on the continent, my condolences on the passing of our beloved former president of Zambia, Kenneth Kaunda. Yesterday was indeed a sad day, for the giant, the last of our giants, has fallen. President Kaunda, may your soul rest in eternal peace. President Kaunda was one of the many Pan-African fathers who met in 1963 to discuss the creation of an Africa that spoke with one voice, an Africa that was free of exploitation, an Africa that was liberated from economic exploitation, an Africa that was free of political exploitation, an Africa that was integrated, prosperous, peaceful, driven by her own citizen, and representing a dynamic force on the world stage. Those were their wishes. Those were their hopes. Those are the ideals that President Kaunda, together with his brothers and sisters, met to discuss in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia in 1963. It took us over 50 years to finally embark on a journey to realize their dreams that they voiced and articulated on May 25th, 1963 in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. That is who we lost yesterday. That was the last icon who departed yesterday. So as we honor him and as we celebrate his life, let's commit to finishing the unfinished business that he and other Pan-African fathers who departed before him started in 1963. As we celebrate and honor him, let's commit to creating that unity of purpose. Let's commit to supporting and honoring his life by supporting the implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Area. Let's honor him by committing to understanding that the building of the Africa we want is our responsibility and ours alone. Let's honor him and celebrate his life and the life of those Pan-African fathers departed before him. Let's honor them and celebrate them by making sure that we heal ourselves of the legacy of colonization, of the legacy of slavery. Let's honor them by making a commitment to our children that no more shall anyone consider us inferior. Let's honor them and celebrate them by letting them know that we know no one is superior to us. That yes, we may have been brainwashed, but now we know better. Let's celebrate and honor them by standing up and being strong and firm and pushing against any lies and exploitation of yesteryear. We have a responsibility to defend our Africa. We have a responsibility to defend it not only for us today, but for generations to come. That is how we honor them. Because that's what they did. They stood up against the colonizers. They stood up and spoke the truth. They stood up and said what is right, what is wrong is wrong. We deserve as Africans to live in a world that is free of racism. We deserve as Africans to live in a world that is free of bigotry and hate. We deserve as Africans to live in a world that is just, that is fair, that is equitable. That is what our Pan-African fathers stood for. Our departed President Kenneth Kaunda stood just for that. Let's honor him by letting him know and committing that as we stand on his shoulders, we will complete the unfinished business of our Pan-African fathers. That, my brothers and sisters, we must do. Failure is not an option. Our leaders of today have given us a pathway. Our leaders of today through the AU have given us a door that we are calling the African Continental Free Trade Area. It is the beginning of finishing the unfinished business of our Pan-African fathers. Let's support them in making sure that we build a strong African private sector to implement the African Continental Free Trade Area. Trade is how we build our economies. And trade is not going to be about heads of state trading among each other as individuals. Trade is about us as citizens coming together and creating those unity of purpose. And build the Africa that we want. The AFCFTA is giving us a perfect opportunity to finish the unfinished business that President Kaunda and his brothers and sisters started. And you and I must complete the unfinished business. We honor his legacy and the legacies of the many Pan-African fathers. Let's come together as children of one mother Africa. Let's see to it that when we come together in a meaningful way, we can put an end to the carnage that our beloved continent is currently going through. Let's come together and honor President Kaunda by assuring him that we shall do our best to see to it that our youth shall be employed, that the dying from disease and starvation of our children shall come to an end, that the dying of women while giving birth to another life shall come to an end, because we will have come to a commitment that we will put an end to this carnage. That is how we celebrate his life. I'm asking all of you today to take a moment and have a conversation with the image in the mirror. And ask yourself, ask the image in the mirror, are you healed from the legacy of colonization? You see, the reason we are incapable of addressing some of the basic problems with Africa is because of the mind. When we liberate the mind, we liberate Africa. And that's what our Pan-African fathers were very clear about. Liberate the mind and you liberate Africa. Ask the image in the mirror, are you liberated? And if the answer is no, embark on that journey to liberate yourself, because you owe it to President Kaunda and the other Pan-African fathers who departed before him. You owe it to your children, grandchildren, and generations to come to be liberated. For it is only a liberated mind that can stand up against the bullies. It is a liberated mind that can call truth to power. It is a liberated mind that's going to say enough is enough. So yes, our Pan-African fathers, they look forward to a day where we are going to have an Africa, a United States of Africa that spoke with one voice, an Africa with a single military, an Africa with a single currency, an Africa with a single monetary policy, an Africa with a single central bank. An Africa that is now going to the world stage as one powerful customs union. But for Africa to succeed as being the powerhouse that Africa should be on the world stage, her children must support Africa, must come together. Africa is going to be as strong and as powerful as her children are united. It is that simple. It doesn't take an Albert Einstein to figure that one out. It's about unity, unity of purpose. Let's honor President Kaunda by committing to uniting as Africans, not as Zambians, not as Kenyans, not as Egyptians, but children of one mother Africa, as a strong, proud, beautiful, intelligent, sophisticated, highly adaptable, and totally indestructible children of one mother Africa. Let's give President Kaunda a resounding send-off to his maker. President Kaunda of Zambia, may your soul rest in eternal peace, knowing that we, your children who are staying behind, we will continue the fight. While we are in the valley today, we are aiming for the mountaintop. And we will fight until the mission is accomplished, and we will fight until we reach the promised land. Victory shall be ours. Maybe not today, but it is definitely coming. For we are committed to honor your legacy, President Kaunda, to honor the legacy of you and all the Pan-African fathers who departed before you. May you please, sir, your excellency, rest in eternal peace. Thank you.